Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina, and I'm doing another reading. This time it is for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sag for the month of August 2019, guys. Now, your story over here for the month of August is on my table, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what I see is what I'm going to tell you. So, in the month of August, and this is just not for you, it has happened for many zodiac signs that I'm doing the reading for. And I find that one particular factor is very common with most of the signs, not for everybody, maybe, but for most of the signs. And it's after the eclipse in the month of July that something has moved in the universe so much with all the transits and eclipses that is going on and has been happening in the month of July. And that is kind of creating a different type of an effect in your energies for the month of August 2019. So in your case, you're no exception to the rule, Sag, and it is the same story with you as well. So we will get to the bottom of your reading as we walk together in this journey. Now, over here, your synopsis for this time of the year in August is that you will definitely go through a bit of anxious moment, anxiety, panic attack kind of a situation, um, which is what you will be feeling. But at the same time, you will also get your solutions provided you hear my guidance and do what you have to do in your own way to get out of that fear psychosis that is keeping you entrapped in a certain point in your life in the month of August, guys. And because of that fear psychosis, which could be true, which may not be true, but at the same time, it is causing you to become overly anxious with regards to any situation in your life, guys. Now, again, situations for different people are different, so take it in the way it resonates with you. Personal, psychological, emotional, professional, romantic, whatever zone, financial. So whatever is troubling you in the month of August, you definitely have a solution for that, and I'm going to let you know that particular solution, which will kind of give you a bit of comfort, or you will find comfort when you hear this guidance from me, guys. Now, having said this, you have two 5D messages with me, okay, at this moment. One is an activation card, one is an action card, guys. So, which is calling, the universe is telling you to activate something in the 5D and then take action towards that activation, guys. Because when you activate something, you can take action. Without activation, you cannot take action. So, in your case, your activation card is the Council of Light, which is your divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Now, this card has come to another zodiac too. Now, this card is very interesting because this card is, telling me that you guys are not going to be alone in the month of August, because in your higher self, in the spirit world, you have a team that is helping you through the process of this anxiousness or anxiety or heartbreak, pain or suffering or any kind of guilt that you are going through. So, in order to get over those issues in your life in the month of August, you will have to call them. You will have to activate their council of light that is there for you in the 5D, and you will have to take their help in order to get out of that situation in the month of August 2019, guys. Now, in this case, with this card, you are being called to heal. I'm so sorry. With this card, the Council of Light is a team of spirit guide angels who are here to assist the rising of consciousness of the planet in here for you guys. Now, they are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. So, if you would like their assistance to come and be of help to you or help you, it is time to ask them to come forward to be a part of your journey in the month of August 2019, guys. Okay, now, they can help you with all kinds of requests. Whatever is troubling you in the month of August 2019, if you put forward the request to them, they will definitely come forward. Nothing is too big or too small for them. So think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit world, guys. They are willing and are ready to step in and get to work. And now the question is, whether you would like to give them the free will. If it is so, then what would you like them to help you with? What are the tasks that you are not being able to complete and you would like to delegate it to them, to ask them to help you complete that task? Now, the Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. And if you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, like the one that we have in the 3D, which is the UN or the United Nations of human beings, they are the spirit world of the spirit world United Nations, guys. And they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to the upliftment of this planet. So now they are coming forward because they see that in the past, whatever has happened with you guys, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you have contributed something to this planet in whatever way, shape, or form. Okay, so because of that contribution, it's a give and take philosophy in life. So because of your contribution, they are now coming forward to contribute their part with this divine orchestration of your plan, which they are going to help you manifest in the real world, guys. Okay, so pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your request and let them get to work, guys. This is your activation card. You will have to call them to help you in this world at this time in the month of August for your action card, which is break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So at this point in time, it is not possible for you, Sag, to complete this mission by yourself. So in order to complete this and break the chain, get the freedom, you will need their help. So let them have your free will, pray and ask them for guidance, for clarity to come forward and set you free from whatever is keeping you entrapped in whichever position at this point in time. Because right now, guys, you are being called to heal the family line and free yourself from living the life of your ancestors, your past karma. Okay, this could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal family line. Healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you anymore, Sag. So it's time for you to move forward, but before you can move forward, you cannot do this alone. You will have to take their help, and to take their help, you will have to give them permission. Now, with this card, it also lets you know, guys, that we carry emotional trauma in our field, in ourself, for up to 7 generations back. Okay? And this is why the family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to start with. But we do not know any other way of carrying ourselves into the future. And so we continue playing out the same role and the same drama. So, the thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up to you is that you cannot heal another person at this point, Sag, because you are breaking a pattern of the past 7 generation of your paternal or maternal family tree, guys. So, you cannot heal any other person because your healing, if you do that, if you share that healing process with anyone else, your energy will be substantially reduced. You cannot do that. So you are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be at this moment. What are the ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? That is the question. What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream of a new future that is going to walk into your zone going forward, only if you can successfully manage to call for help from your council of light, who in turn will be able to help you, guide you, direct you, free you from the old ancestral pattern of your past 7 generations of your karma that you are carrying with you. So now this is a very important time. You have been given the 30 days in the month of August to rewrite your future, guys. And this is the period. It might be harsh, it might be crude, it might be an anxious period, it might give you panic attacks, it might send you into mental fits, whatever the situation is, guys. The only way that you can deal with this is going into this spirit world and asking them to help you, because they are here to help you, but you will have to call for them. They won't come to you otherwise, guys. And once they come to you, you can tell them, send them your request, and that is the time when they will come forward to do what they have to do for you in order for you to go along and rewrite your future in the best possible way, Sag. And this is because your guidance in the higher self, the message you're getting in your higher self, is being trapped in fear. So that is where I was coming to, that somewhere you are very anxious about something in your life. And you are anxious and you are also fearful, because it's a mental energy of the Eight of Swords, where things are not working for you, you are not being able to move forward, and you still do not know whether you will be able to move forward because you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel in the month of August 2019, guys. Okay, so that is the reason why you are feeling very helpless, you are feeling very disappointed, you are feeling scared whether at all things are going to work out for you to free you, that you can unleash yourself from this cage to walk into your new future that you definitely want to go. But at this point in time, there are so many obstacles in your life, Sag, that is keeping you trapped, that you do not know how to escape from that situation. And because of this eclipse, guys, you got the moon card as your major arcana in yourself in the month of August 2019. And this moon card is again creating this mental energy for you. Okay, it's creating that fear, it's creating that terror, it's creating that dread. It's giving you clarity, but at the same time, it's also giving you illusions. Now, because you are trapped, the mental situation is trapped, you're not getting the complete clarity of the moonlight here. Because you're not being able to reach that position in your life where you can stand under the moonlight and get the clarity out of your intuition, of your conscious and your subconscious self, to know that this entrapment is only my thought or my thinking. It's a fear psychosis that I have created in myself. But again, the fear psychosis in your higher self is keeping you so much closed in your own thought and feelings and fear and dread that you are feeling that this is the reality. That illusion is becoming a reality to you, guys, from the moonlight, because you're not being able to get the clarity of the situation as to when and how you can escape from that situation to take your future into the next phase of your journey, guys. So you are going through that anxiety in your higher self in the month of August. And because of this, you definitely need the help of the Council of Light to create that divine orchestration. People who are there, the beings who are there, call them anything, your spirit, your guide, your angels, people who love you, beings who love you, because they feel that you have done something good. Your karma is not bad at all. Your karma is very good. It's only this time of the year that you are not being able to move forward, and you're getting stuck in your own mental zone so much that you definitely need their help to break that chain free, to clear that zone, and to walk away in your new future or towards your new future, guys. So you will have to do this work yourself, Sag, in the month of August 2019, because this eclipse has brought, like I said, the moon card is all about the eclipse. It's all about the effect of the eclipse from the universe that is creating this kind of panic situation in your life. But believe me, trust me, nothing to get scared about. You might have those moments that burst, the outburst of your fear psychosis. But again, if you believe in what I'm saying to you, Sag, and you do your stuff in that order, you will definitely be able to improve your energy to a large extent going forward towards September, October, and whatever time period till the end of the year that we are looking at, guys. Okay? But for you, it's very, very important. Very, very important, guys, because this time of the year, the 30 days in August, is your time to break this chain, okay? Time is limited for you, but you will have to activate your spirit team who will come forward to relieve you of the past 7 generations of the karmic evolution or the karma that is holding you tight in your own self, and you're not getting the clarity, you're not getting the truth, your intuition is kind of being blocked because of this fear psychosis, because every time you're trying to think of something, you're not being able to proceed towards that, because again, you are being closed, you're being completely trapped in your own fear zone in the higher self, guys. Okay, so you definitely need that help. Now, where you're coming from, your past energy, recent past, guys, is the Knight of Sword in here. Okay, so this is basically, the Knight of Sword is that knight who just can rush in. It's a mental energy of the sword. This person does not have much of emotion or doesn't give time to think before they can rush, or before they have no planning. They rush in and they rush out without any plans, okay, for whatever purpose they are coming in, whatever purpose they are doing. Now, this could be you, Sag, that you had rushed into a situation without thinking or giving it too much of a thought. But you had just picked up your sword, and like the Knight of Sword, which is in the air energy, guys, you had gone head on towards something in your life in the recent past, guys, okay? But you had gone there without any pre-plan, without thinking, without emotional thinking, without really doing a prep work on that. You had just felt the need to rush in, and you had rushed in. And then again, this night can also rush out. Okay, so therefore it could be an effect both ways, in and out. So whichever position, whatever had happened to you in the recent past, guys, you had definitely taken that call to rush in and rush out in your own personal zone towards a situation that you had really, honestly, to be truthful with you, Sag, it's like, what you saw in front of you, is what you thought you can create. And that is the reason, without much of emotions in that, you kind of rushed in to create that, whatever you had tried to create in the recent past, guys. Okay? And that is where you're coming from in your present August energy in the month, in August 2019, guys. Now, in this position, ladies and gentlemen, I have taken two cards for your overall self energy. I have taken your shadow side, I have taken your light side. The shadow is your subconscious or your unconscious side, and the light is your conscious self. Now, the reason I have done this in this month of August for most of the zodiac signs, guys, is because, I feel that in our daily lives, when we cross through our daily motions, we do things. One thing is that we think we are going to do, but the actual manifestation of that is different. And the actual manifestation of what we are doing and what we are thinking is both different. So, what we are showing to the world is different than what we are thinking, and what we are thinking is not what we are showing to the world. If that makes more sense to you guys. So, I've taken these two set of cards in here just so that we understand what it is that we are going towards in the month of August 2019, Sag. Now, in your shadow side, this month of August, in your overall self energy, guys, is your Five of Swords. But the Five of Swords has come to me in the reverse, guys, okay? So, which is telling me that from your past, you had rushed forward towards doing something or creating something. Now, whatever that creation was for you, what you thought you saw, you wanted to create, but that did not happen somewhere along the way, okay? From your recent to your present situation, guys. So, in the event, you really had kind of failed in that situation, because it was like you rushed in and you rushed out, maybe. So, what happened in that event was it has left you today in your shadow side. You feel that you should not have taken such an hasty decision, or you should not have done an hasty work, or you should not have rushed towards a situation without giving it a proper thought or a proper emotional effect. So there is, in your shadow side, there is a place of lingering resentment where you feel sorry for having done what you did, because you have not enjoyed this transition from your Knight of Swords to the Five of Swords in the reverse, okay? So it's a mental energy again, but in your mental process, in your mental thought, you have that resentment, and it's a very lingering resentment that whatever you had wanted to create, you had rushed in, has not manifested, and which today you feel sorry about, guys. And again, because of that mistake, I might want to call that a mistake on your part, you definitely want to reconcile. You have that mental process of reconciliation with whatever you wanted to create did not happen. It's giving you trouble, but at the same time, you want to reconcile. You want to forgive either yourself or the situation or the person with whom you had taken that initiative to rush forward without much of emotion in yourself, guys. Okay? Now this situation, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, it's showing me a recent past energy, but it could be the past too. Where you had taken the decision. For example, okay, this is just as an example, don't take me literally, guys. You might have chosen to have done something for yourself that you thought you can create, but nothing happened, and today you feel that you should not have done that hasty job, like I said. And that is, again, it's kind of a place, it's a very airy energy, but it's like, okay, it did not happen, but I can always forgive and forget, reconcile with the situation of my own mistake, And maybe it's time to forgive myself or forgive somebody else who had joined hands with me in rushing forward towards that new creation. And it's time for me to break that open and to move away from there, guys. And that is where the break the chain, the pattern, the old karmic pattern of your 7 generations, is creating that issue for you in your shadow self, guys, which is what you need to break free from at this point in time. Very, very important, guys. In your light side or the conscious self, ladies and gentlemen, you have 2 cards in the overall: Justice, again a Libran energy, and the Six of Wands, guys. Okay, so which is air and fire. So basically, in your light side or the conscious side, you're calling for justice with your past situation, because whatever has happened, you want to reconcile, you want to forgive, you want to forget, you want to move on. But at the same time, you are definitely wanting justice for yourself that will allow you to move towards your own situation of victory and celebration and joy and doing what you want to do in life, guys. Okay, so basically, you're waiting for that justice now. You are definitely waiting for this scales of justice, the cause and effect of your karma. And justice is all about karma, to break that chain again, to break free from the old pattern, to take the help of your divine guidance, your team that is going to help you, who is going to help you to break open that chain of the past karmic problems you are carrying with you, which is not even yours, unfortunately, but it has become a part of your story because you have not known anything better before. So now you want to break that, you want justice, you want your karma to change so that it will allow you that freedom to move forward for your own self victory, your own joy, your own celebration, where you can really feel happy and abundant in and prosperous in your own self energy, guys. So in your conscious and subconscious self, definitely you are crossing ways. It's like, on one hand, that certain things have not manifested and you're ready to reconcile and forgive that past situation where you had rushed in without thinking, but you're taking, it's like, it's a lingering resentment, like I said, that you shouldn't have done it, but at the same time, you're ready to move on, to forgive and forget the past, to clear your karma, to move on, to turn your wheel of fortune, to clean your karma towards your celebration and victory in your shadow and in your light self, guys. Let's take a clarifier for the Five of Swords in the reverse in here first. So it's like, that, okay, it's a situation like you are not blaming anybody right now because you have accepted that it was probably a part of your mistake too, guys. You are accepting the fact that it's time to leave behind whatever things that you had rushed forward did not manifest. So it's kind of you're ready to leave that emotional baggage behind. You're ready to leave things behind. You're ready to move forward now in your shadow self, because somewhere you feel that in your shadow side too, guys, for maybe whatever amount of time, you had been holding on to that, that wish, the desire, that craving, but at the same time, you also had the pain, the guilt, what do I say? The pain, the guilt, the suffering, plus, of course, that hate also in you. The hate. Hate is a bit of strong word that I'm using in here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's all about your ego that was related to your hate, guys, okay? So it could have been an act of your ego that you had decided to move towards too quickly, guys. So your ego was what made you rush towards a situation that you thought you could control or create with your ego, but then you found that that did not happen. That did not happen. And today you're ready to leave that ego behind to move towards your own self victory in the right possible way, guys. Okay? So it could be that ego that had come into your zone in the past. Let's take a clarifier for the Justice card and the Six of Wands. And today you realize that your ego was a part of your past karma too, because you had known nothing better, because your ancestral line was carrying that ego, the karma of your ego in yourself so much that you did not know anything better, and you had taken that same ancestral pattern to travel forward, to rush in and to rush out, to kill something, to destroy something, or to create something with your ego. But that did not happen, guys. That did not happen. So here it is. Let's take a clarifier for your conscious self, for Justice and the Six of Wands. And because of that lesson you have learned, Sag, because of that lesson you have learned, you now want to leave that ego behind. You want to leave all the rest of the anxiety, things that has not worked for you, has not brought you happiness, has only in fact kind of killed you, made you suffer, gave you a hard time, and really put you in a place where you did not enjoy being who you are, and what you are here for. So that is where the story starts for you guys. Now, in your conscious self, look here. In your conscious self, the reason you are wanting your karma to change is because you are finding the new route. You are wanting to find the way to travel into your new future that is going to bring back your healing, your love, your ambition, your desire, your wish fulfillment, to fill back your cup, Ace of Cup, and make you rich, make you the shining leader of confidence once again. That's where your Six of Wands victory is, being the King of Pentacles, a person who can nurture and protect his own kingdom, be a protector, be the person of shining leadership, confidence, a person who is grounded with everything on this planet Earth, who has not only their own self-esteem in the right order, but has also got everything under materialistically, whatever they need to survive. But at the same time, you're asking your Justice card to give you the direction here, guys, to put you through into the right place, to break open that 7 karmic or 7 generations of your past karma, to take that away, to clear that in order for you to begin your life. This is a very Aquarius energy. You may be connected with an Aquarius, you may not be connected, doesn't matter. But at this moment, you definitely want to be under the starlight, to heal, to rejuvenate, to recharge your batteries, which in return, either it could be by yourself or with somebody you love, which in turn is going to fill back your Ace of Cups happiness, guys. So you're asking Justice to give you the right direction so that you can move forward in the right way, because now is the time in the month of August, you definitely are taking your karma and clearing it in the way that it needs to be cleared, guys, okay? Now, what you're leaving behind is your emotional baggage. Again, your lingering resentment of your ego, all the things that has gone wrong in your life, guys, all the emotional baggages of your hurt, guilt, pain, sorrow, trouble, suffering, anything that you were holding in yourself is what you're finally being able to leave behind, to travel forward, to move forward in the right direction, to wherever the next destination of yourself lies. You want to go there, but leaving all the past hurt, pain, guilt, and sorrow, bearing the 6 swords and moving into the calm water of the ocean, guys, okay? So that's what you're leaving behind. Let's take a clarifier for the 6 of Swords energy. Again, it's a very mental energy, Sag. So all that which was, keeping you trapped in fear in your higher self, you're trying to clear that out. You're trying to get rid of that. Excuse me. You're trying to finish that story in yourself, and you're moving back into the calm water because you want to bring back your emotions and your emotional intelligence in the right direction, guys, with the King of Cups. And this King of Cups is a very significant king. I have said this before, I'm saying this again. He is a very significant king because he not only uses his emotion for emotional intelligence, but he also can manifest material happiness with his emotions as well, because he has that ability to create things for himself with regards to what you need to live with in the material, in the physical world, and through his emotions, through his emotional intelligence, guys. Okay, so the King of Cups is showing up, and that's what you are leaving behind is the bad, negative emotional baggage, and what you are bringing back is the good emotions in yourself in the month of August 2019, guys. Okay, so this is what you are doing, what you are leaving behind, what you are traveling with, what you want in life. Because right now, guys, what you are basically doing is, again, you're creating. You're creating what you see is what you're creating. So now you feel that you need to create back your emotions in the right order. It's very, very important for you guys at this point in time. Tapping your conscious self, tapping through the conscious self of this world, you have realized, forget about anybody else, but you have realized that it is very important for you to bring back your emotions. Because if you are not going to do that and sitting with this baggage load of bad emotions, it's only going to trouble you, and you don't want that to happen for you guys. Okay. Now, what you are continuously manifesting to do, guys, is the Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, guys. Okay, so which is telling me that at this moment, you are being very secretive about your plans, about your actions. You're not talking about it. You're not letting the world know how much of hurt and pain that you had been going through, where you had been fighting to find back yourself in the right direction. Okay, because you have gone through some kind of a hardship. So now at this moment in your life, in the month of August 2019, you are keeping that story to yourself. And at the same point, you're choosing your options to walk out of areas of your life that is not going to bring you any happiness. But you're fighting with that choosing, guys. Okay? You are having a little difficult time to choose the right area of your life that's going to bring you balance back in life in the right way, guys. You're choosing that area of your life, but at the same time, you're not talking about it because you're being defensive about your plan of action, guys. You're being very defensive about your choices at the same point in time, and you're maintaining control on yourself to not let the world know your secrets or your plans at this point in time, guys. Okay, because at the same time, remember, your voice is repressed. You're not letting anybody know because at the same time, you're letting go of some kind of dependency. You're letting go of some kind of insecurity. You're fighting that battle to bring back your perseverance. You're being defensive about your own choices at the same time. Because you're not going to just pick up any of the cups that comes to you. You are going to work through this area to know what you want for yourself, because you're tapping your conscious mind in here, guys. You're tapping your conscious mind to find out what you really want in life. What you really want. Exactly. What is it that you're looking for? Because again, when the cups come to you, you don't know whether all of these cups are for real, or is there a hidden family agreement to pick up one of the cup because of your past karma in here that you're trying to break free from the past 7 generation, because you have not known anything better before. So right now, that's where you're breaking free. You're being very defensive about your choices, your actions that you're going to take, your emotions that you are going to give or take, whatever that is that you are looking for, your desire, but you're keeping that a secret because you are getting over the dependency on what other people are going to tell you and what you are going to do. No, you are going to take your own decision. You are getting out of that insecurity, out of the dependency where you kind of relied on people to give you directions, guys. And those were the directions from people that was coming to you, people who has been tied with your past karma of the 7 generations, and they were the ones who are going to pull you back into the same route if you do not stand up for what you believe in, right, and clear that road in order to choose your own self desire, will, and ambition to move forward. Okay, so this is what you're continuously manifesting to do in the month of August 2019, but you are not letting people know about this. You're not telling people, you're being very secretive. And at the same point, you're not showing your emotions to the outer world as well with regards to your plan of action. You're not letting people know what your emotions are directing you or your intuitions. What is that you are being driven towards? At this moment, you are not letting that know. You're not expressing any emotion towards your plan of action because you are fighting to find the right area of your life to free yourself from whatever that has been giving you trouble, trapping you, where clarity is less. And at this moment, you want to get out of that karmic cycle that you have been holding in yourself, guys. Okay, let's take a clarifier for the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Please give me a clarifier for the 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So you are definitely, you're fighting with yourself. 7 of Wands is your energy, Sag, Leo, Aries. But at the same time, you're also surrounded by the water element. So you are kind of getting a hold of your passion back, your perseverance back, your diligence back, in using your emotions in the right direction, not throwing your emotions just like that, okay? You're taking control on your emotional self, guys, because you are, again, see the devil in the reverse in here. You are letting go of something old that has been sitting in your zone. You're releasing that you're continuously doing that to gain your own freedom from your past karmic cycle of 7 generations, guys, okay? From your trapped in fear situation, from this illusion that has been holding you, from your recent past experience of rushing in and rushing out without any result. You are letting go of your ego as well to get down to business at this point in time, Sag. To get down to business of doing what is right for you, that's going to allow you to move forward in the right direction. Now, what is entering your zone again is the Moon card in here, guys. So you have the Moon here, you have the Moon here. So what is entering your zone this month of August after the eclipse in July is the Moon card, which is your conscious. It's a Piscean energy, a Pisces energy. And it's like, again, the light and the dark, the lessons you have learned, guys. Okay, your conscious and your subconscious self is letting you know which is the direction, What is the intuition? Although in your higher self, maybe it's taking time for you to get the clarity, but in your 3D world, you are being able to understand the difference of your learned lesson and from what you need to take on to move forward, guys. Okay, which is the good side, which is the bad side, which is that I need to use, what is that I don't need to use. You're finding a fine line between your conscious and your subconscious self from the lessons of your past mistake that you have made, or I would call it a mistake maybe, or something that has hurt you, that has given you pain. But you have learned that it has happened because of a reason. It had happened because somebody was directing you or is directing you now towards a better future, Sag. So in the past, you had to get through with all this in order for you to move forward. You're getting that clarity from under the moonlight to choose the direction that you want to go into now. Okay, so that is where the moon is coming in your 3D at this point in time. Although in the 5D, the moon is sitting here and giving you that fear psychosis or the terror. The dread and the terror will still linger in you, guys. Will still linger because you are not sure about it at this moment, because you're still not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, as I said. So you're not very sure as to how you are going to get guided, what is your destination, how far you will be successful if you move this way or that way, or whatever that is kind of suppressing your feelings. You are a bit scared. So you're standing in solitary confinement under the moonlight, waiting to see, waiting to hear, waiting to know what your divine spirit is going to orchestrate for you in the coming months or in the coming days, guys. You're waiting for their guidance in here. You're waiting for that. Okay, let's take a clarifier for the moon card in here, guys. Please give me a clarifier for the moon card in here. But definitely, it's something that you want to move towards, but at the same point in time, you're scared because you think that you're not grounded enough, guys. Okay, so you're trying to find that ground for yourself. You're trying hard to find that emotional grounding for yourself, because right now you feel that emotionally you're not grounded enough at this moment. And that is kind of creating a little bit of a panic in yourself, because you feel that if you move forward at this moment in the wrong, and for example, if you happen to take the wrong turn when you're going forward, you will again topple and fall flat on your face, because emotionally you have to be stable in order to move forward in the right direction, and you are not finding that emotional stability in yourself right now, which in turn is again creating that dread and that fear and the terror of making or repeating a mistake that you may have done in the past, guys. Okay, so that is where what's coming to you is your emotional stability. The question on your emotional stability, that is what is coming to your zone at this moment in the month of August 2019. But this is again, like I said, don't get scared, don't be anxious, don't panic just because you feel emotionally not grounded, or maybe emotionally you're not prepared to take the leap of faith on the next step forward towards your destination, because somewhere you feel that you have lost trust in your karma. Okay, that your karma is not supporting you through your journey or whatever lessons in life that you are going through. But at this moment, this up and down is happening because you're trying to find yourself in the right place, guys. Okay, trust me on this, please. Now, your grounding energy is beautiful, actually, to be honest with you guys. Okay, so you have the King of Wands, you have the Empress, and you have the Three of Swords in here. Okay, so which is a clear message that at this moment you want to derive that passion. You want to see that big picture. As the King of Wands, he has got the wand in his hand, and he's kind of in that mode of knowing, understanding. He's getting the picture. He's looking at the big picture. He's thinking that, okay, if I do this, this is going to happen. But if I go and do that, that might happen. So it's like from one part of the story, you're trying to look into the next part of the same story or a different story or something that you would like to happen, you would like to manifest, guys. Okay, so you are trying to look at the bigger picture. You're trying to understand that in order to move towards the bigger picture, guys, what is the challenges that you need to overcome and how you will overcome those obstacles. And the only way that you can overcome this obstacle is by giving birth to a situation here, your emotional situation, guys, your emotional situation here. Okay, and that emotion has to be an offering. In order to become the empress, you will have to offer your emotion in the right direction to somebody who is waiting for it. But for that to happen, guys, you will have to rise and shine out of that pain, that guilt, the fear, the trap, psychosis, the fear psychosis of your hurt, pain, whatever sorrow that had killed you in the past. You will have to get out of that situation for you to make that offer of your emotions in the right direction. Because if your mental energy is not clear, your emotions will not be clear. So you will have to get your mental clarity, heal yourself in the right way, guys, to get up and shine, because this card of the Three of Swords in this deck is beautiful. It's all yellow, unlike the other decks where it's very kind of dark and traumatic and painful. But when I see the Three of Swords in this deck, I cannot complain about this, guys, because it shows a hope. Yes, there has been pain. Yes, there has been trouble. Yes, there has been sorrow. Yes, there has been some kind of guilt that has been killing you, but you need to get over this in order to get your emotions back in the right order, to make that offer of love, to give birth to a situation, to overcome the challenges and obstacles, to look at the bigger picture that is sitting or coming to you in the next month. Okay, so your grounding energy, guys, is water. Not water as such, but Venus, of course, But in this deck, the Empress has the cup. So I would take that Venus with the emotions in here. But you also have air, you also have fire, guys. Okay, so most of the elements are present in here, guys. I would say all the four elements are present, which is magic by itself in your ground energy at this point in time. Good or bad is not the call. The call is what kind of energies that you have as your groundwork, as your frame, as your foundation for the month of August 2019. And you definitely have good foundational energies this month, guys, okay? Let's take a clarifier for the King of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Swords in here. In this deck, the Three of Swords is actually one of the brightest Three of Swords I have ever seen. Honestly, I have a lot of decks with me, but this deck with the Three of Swords is a different Three of Swords, It talks about pain, it talks about guilt, it talks about your ego being hurt, whatever that has manifested in the wrong direction, for sure. That you have gone through that suffering, when your heart has been pierced. But now you see the sun that is coming out from behind the Three Swords, which is calling you to rise and shine now out of this trauma, out of this pain, the guilt, the healing has to be done. Has to be done, okay? So this is the time for you to manifest, too many cards, for you to manifest that healing power in your grounding energy that universe is granting you and giving you to break open and free your karmic chakras that has been holding you tight for whatever amount of time. And you now need to get away from that pain, the sorrow, the guilt, to look at the big picture, that's coming in front of you, because you have that ability this month, Sag, to envision what is coming in your zone. You can see that, but at the same time, you're also getting into that place to know that, again, three of sword in here, a dupe. You have to finish with this energy, guys. This bleeding heart you don't want, because if you don't get over this, you will not be able to build back the Ten of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, a very blissful, domesticated affair that had been disturbed in your past, guys. Okay, something had gone wrong in your domestic zone in the past, which you now have to cure, which you now have to heal, to move away from that pain in order to begin the new journey in your life. But for that, you have to overcome some challenges and look at the bigger picture that is coming to you in the month of August 2019, ladies and gentlemen, Sag. Now, your challenge at this moment, guys, is the Five of Cups and the Magician, guys. Okay? Now, so challenge is to blend all the elements, of course, to find the suitable divine timing that gives you all the arms and ammunitions to create that magic in your zone. Because at this moment, again, to overcome that Five of Cups, to go forward, to pick up the Two Cups that is on top of you, you have to look up, guys. You have to look up towards your 5D, to seek your blessing from the divine, to break open that chain, to get out of that trapped in fear psychosis, to get the clarity of the moonlight in the right directions, or else you will be mourning this problem, whatever has gone wrong, and that will not help you to create that magic, guys. So you will have to heal yourself. Pick up the Two Cups that is right on top of you, guys. One that is this way and one that is standing straight. You will have to lift yourself up from the place that you have been surrounded with. The three dented cups in here, all fallen down, and the Two Cups right behind you. You cannot see that, but you will have to turn your back to pick those up, to get a clarity of your own emotions in the right order, for you to move forward, which in turn is going to bring back the magic in your zone. But that's your challenge. It's coming up in your challenge area, Sag. It's going to take a little bit of work from your end for sure. Let's get a clarifier for the Five of Cups and the Magician here. So you will have to create that magic, but for you to create that magic, guys, you will have to release yourself from all kinds of illusions and fear. Very important in the month of August, okay? Again, get over the obstacles that is coming in your way at this point in time, that is stopping you. Again, King of Wands in the upright, King of Wands in the reverse. If you don't get over the obstacle, you will not be able to see the bigger picture. You will not be able to overcome the challenges, to go forward, to make that offer or to get that offer from a situation that is waiting for you. And that is where the magic is going to happen, when this card of the Page of Cups turns over in the right way for your emotion to start working again in the right direction, guys. Okay, so at this moment, for your emotions to come back to life, to break open that karmic pattern, to bring yourself back in the right way, to create that magic in the right direction, to overcome the obstacle, to move forward, you will have to create back your emotion. That is where your magic lies. That is where your surprise lies. That is where your gift lies. But for that, guys, you will have to move forward. You will have to think big. You will have to overcome the challenges. You cannot sit and mourn over the loss of the Three Cups forever. It's not for you anymore. You have to move forward, guys. And that is what the universe is pushing you for in the month of August 2019. And you have to walk towards it. Now, where would you find your support, guys, is in your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups. Okay, again, your emotions, your desires, your manifestations of whatever in life you want and you need. That is the thought, that thinking, that building up, that creating that magical effect in you. That's where you're going to find your support, when you know that everything is not lost, guys. All the cups are around you and you're holding another cup in your hand. You will have the 9 cups. Right now, you possibly have 1 cup with you, just about 1 cup, but all the 8 cups are in here. You will have to pick them up one by one to create the 9 cups of happiness or your wish fulfillment. But that is where you will find your support, guys. So be happy with what you have at this moment, right now in your zone. But don't be contented, because you have to move forward to get all the 8 cups in here. And that's your challenge, that's your energy, that's your wish, that is what you are looking for in the month of August 2019. Please give me a clarifier for the 9 of Cups here. So you definitely want to bring back everything in your zone, but at this moment, guys, again, 7 of Wand here, 7 of Wand. Your perseverance is what matters to find the right area of your life. You're holding on because you're holding on to your strength with that one want in here. Okay, because sorry, I made a mistake. This is a 7 of Wand, this is the 9 of Wand. I'm sorry, it's not a dupe, guys. But the 9 and the 7 is more or less the same message for me. Okay, so in here, guys, you have been injured in the past. You have gone through a lot of pain, lot of grief, lot of trouble, hardships, but don't give up. Stick to your perseverance, stick to your belief, stick to your ideas, stick to your plans, because it's going to manifest for you when you will be able to end the other cycle to begin the next cycle of your life, where you will be able to put down all the guilt, all the pain, all the hardship, to restart your future, to get the divine inspiration, to build back your future in the right direction towards your 9 of Cups happiness, guys. Okay, so therefore, at this moment, the strength is what matters, your perseverance is what matters, your understanding is what matters, and of course, your resilience is what matters to you, Sag. So keep that passion on and go towards it, guys. My spirit's advice to you is look at the sun. It's coming to you, Sag. It's coming to you. The positive vibration, the energy, the positivity is coming to you from the universe. You just have to wait for it and look up at the sun and ask for your guidance. Let them come and help you, your spirit world, to break you open, to free you, to allow you to move towards your positive vibrations, guys. And that is my spirit's advice to you in this month of August 2019. Let's take a clarifier for the sun card in here. Please give me a clarifier. Just wanted to come out. Yes. Yes. Free yourself, guys. This is here, your higher self. Free yourself from whatever is holding you back and move forward in the right direction. Move forward towards the sunlight. You have the moon, you have the sun. So you're moving out of the moonlight into the sunlight. And that's my spirit's advice. But you will have to free yourself from all the mental pain, the guilt, the hurt, the trauma, all the toxicity, the negativity, whatever has gone wrong in your zone, guys. It's time to move out of the dark. It's time to move into the light, guys. It's time for justice. It's time for your karmic evolution, guys. Okay? And that's my spirit's advice to you. And your outcome is the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful. You're getting grounded. By the end of the month of August, you will have to go through this topsy-turvy situation in the month of August for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, Sag. But at the end of the story is beautiful, because you are going to find your right place in this life. With your courage, with your determination, with your money, with your resources, with your grounding energy that is going to bring back everything in your life that you definitely need and you're waiting for, guys. Okay, you're being very practical at this moment, but also a creature of comfort. You're going to enjoy whatever you're getting at this moment. With your financial security, you will find some financial security that is going to ground you in the month of August, towards the end of the month of August, where you will see that things are improving for a better reason in your life, guys. Okay, so you will find back your love because you will keep your emotions intact. You will know when to show your love, when to do a bit of domestic work in your life. Okay, because at the same point in time, you could be a career woman as well as a person who takes care of her home. So you will be the person who will manage the show at both ends, kind of a situation, to ground yourself in the way that you have to ground yourself. So people cannot mistake you for a person who does have one but doesn't have the other. In your case, by the end of the month of August, you will get into a situation to live life like the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles, guys, to a large extent, where you will be able to be somebody at home and have that motherly attitude, but at the same time you can plan business, you can plan ventures, you can execute your plans successfully because your security or your grounding security has come to life, guys. Has come to life. Your emotional stability has come to life. Okay, so that is where you're going to find back your strength. You're going to find back your independence. You will find back everything in desire, the way that you want to move in order to help them or to help you with your goals and your common sense in the right direction, guys. Okay, and that's where your karma is slowly getting washed away from your past, going into your future at this point in time. Let's take a clarifier for the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles in here. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Oh my God. Okay, and the way this is your mental clarity. The reason you will be able to do this, guys, the reason you will be able to come to the fact of being the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles is because you will get the mental clarity to move forward in the right direction. You could be icy, you could be cold, you could be a little masculine energy, even though she is a feminine, but you will absorb a little bit of masculinity in yourself if you're a feminine listening out to me. But at the same point in time, you will have to do this because you want to ground yourself back in the right direction, and you will have the right attitude to say a no when you mean to say a no. When you want to say a yes, you will say a yes. But it's not that anybody can influence you to say a yes or a no. It's you who will have that mental clarity, the grounding part of your story in the right direction to move forward, to cut through the fears and illusions in your life, to get back into a stable foundation that you definitely want to bring back by the end of August 2019, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and here, this is all happening because of the Ace of Wands. You're getting back your divine inspiration here, guys. The bottom of the deck in the upright and the dupe in here where you have got it in reverse. So it's going to be the start of something in your life to move forward in the month of September and October towards the end of the year. You will be able to manifest something new into your life that's going to walk in from this place onwards. With this, I end my video. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.